Yo, Mr. Pro,
Yeah.
what happened here?
Wait, this can't be. This looks like our old town we used to be in.
This is the old town we used to live in. But wasn't it destroyed and then they magically rebuilt it?
Yeah. Wait, I don't know what's going on here. We're in an alternate timeline. None of this actually really happened, but we're in this alternate time loop. Like, this is the alternate reality that we're living in because we're going through all these dimensions and stuff. We're messing with the timeline.
But is it possible that maybe Sai came back and just finished off? Maybe Sai's tracking us and he's having his ships out in space blow up every planet and the life to make sure that he kills us.
I mean, that probably is a very good, how can I say this, hypothesis. Maybe that probably did happen. Because Sai, I don't know what it is with him, but he is like so determined to take over the universe. Like he wants the whole universe to be trapped in some kind of like genjutsu.
He got it from you. It used to be like that.
But I don't know what it is, man. I wish we can just go back in time and stop him from turning evil, so none of this won't even happen right now.
Holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck.
Oh, there's one other way.
What is that?
The sword.
No, man, we already killed the Wendigo, but
Oh yeah, that is the reason why we came to this place.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Just because you make sure Sai doesn't return evil,
and now we're getting killed by the Miler.
who's to say that maybe Sai has a soft side? And other beings that try to come kill us, or end us, or at least hurt us, he stops because he wants to be the one to do it. And then he doesn't exist. He doesn't stop those powerful beings, well, of course, less powerful than him, from coming at us. If he's never there, who's gonna stop him? He's basically the bridge. So what we need to do is use that sword. Make you get your powers back without you turning evil, of course. And then we find those crystals. We somehow make them all turn to one big thing. We take outside, and then we use a wish from those crystals to eliminate all evil ever. And then we live our happy lives.
Wait a minute. Basically, you're saying that
they're still coming after our asses.
we're basically using these crystals to act like genies from Aladdin, right?
Yes, basically.
And these crystals.
These
Don't
crystals.
we already have some of them?
We only have one. Sai has maybe one or two. So we need to go look for the other three, and then somehow get the other two from Sai.
Okay. But before we look for the crystals, we have to look for the last piece to that sword.
I told you that.
So where could it be in this alternate universe?
Okay, he
Wait,
is coming after
you
your
could probably
ass,
access Turtle. Hey, Mr. Turtle, what's up?
And so
hey, what's up, dude?
I was gonna ask you, do you know where, like, have you seen, like, a bright, shining piece that looks like it can go on a sword?
A sword?
I don't know why you're asking me, because I just float around in water all day with these other turtles. So you might want to ask someone else, man. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. Wait a minute. I think I have an idea what you're talking about. If you go to the graveyard, that may just be where I last seen something you're talking about. But that's all I know, man. Just leave me alone.
Thank you, Mr. Turtle. Yeah, I heard what you said.
Okay,
A
but-
graveyard.
Okay, I'm not playing no Western.
Turtle, I want to thank you.
Oh god, there it is.
I'm gonna give
No
you
problem.
some fish for you to eat. It's in that water over there. Enjoy it with your pals, okay?
Oh yes.
Oh, thank you, man.
We gotta go in
I
line
would
with
cherish
the
this
52.
all my life.
Okay, run your way.
Mr. Pro, hope you know that those fish are type of fish where one can pop it,
Hey, the next
duplicate into four. So these turtles, for help giving us information,
after you.
will be fed for a lifetime.
Yeah,
But yeah, let's go.
right after you.
The graveyard, though.
Okay. Okay, now it's coming after me now. Great.
I know exactly where the graveyard is.
He's king, my lord.
Giddy up, horsey.
Mr. Pro, isn't that your...
I'm right.
Isn't that the horse you fought in battle?
Now that you mention it.
Run over the
Is that
trap.
Tobias? The horse?
Run over the trap again.
Wait, yeah, it's Tobias. He has the red symbol on the back of his hoof.
Oh, hell no.
Maybe we can use him during the final battle.
Aiden, please help. I'm trying to.
They said by a graveyard. Let's see. Not really seeing
Okay, they
much.
can't follow us in here.
Wait, what the heck? I remember this statue.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wait
Oh.
a minute.
All the
Help,
people
Help, 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 help.
who got
The fuck do you think I'm doing?
dusted from the snap.
I am
Mr.
running-
Pro.
I am running like a bitch.
Come here.
Yeah.
Come
Get
here.
away.
Where are you?
Get away.
From the sun. Look what it says.
Oh, oh, oh.
All the
oh,
people
shit.
got dusted
shit,
from the
hell no.
snap. Brian, I think I found a clue of the last piece to the sword.
I knew I should have gotten a hope. Well.
Come follow me. That turtle did say by a graveyard, and this is very much true. Ah, super speed
I
activate.
killed him.
Wasn't this
Those-
your...
I got the legendary off of him.
Those 4 floating balls.
What type of legendary did you need to get off of them?
Could that be the final piece of the sword?
Okay.
Maybe.
So what? He's probably legendary.
Wait.
I'm gonna die.
Maybe you just have to... Like, out of all this universe, why is this part the only part that's unaffected?
Yeah, like the thing, like a game.
I mean, the church is unaffected.
His own kid.
I have a question.
Yes.
Mr. Pro.
But why though?
Yeah.
Is it true that your father created everything?
Yeah, like he said that he was so hungry, but he actually ate his own kid.
My father.
Your father.
Why?
God.
Bullshit.
Or he is a god. And so are you. And I'm a demigod, so is I. Well, technically, Sai's a god. He's the accumulation of a god and a goddess.
Okay, now let's do a
I really didn't know my father. I was, from the very beginning,
Help me.
I was all by myself. So I kind of really, I really don't know my father or my
Is it
parents,
is it possible that you maybe
Thank God.
resented them because they love Santa Claus more than you?
Hold your horses.
Wait,
Fuck you dumbass, you're running
you're
from
saying that they
thing.
abandoned me for my brother?
Get your ass down.
Would explain why you killed him the first time. Would explain why you've had so much evil for most of your life to the point where you destroyed planets. It is possible that your good side
Not
that
these
has come up.
memories. Oh, these memories are coming back. It cannot be. Why? Why are these memories coming back? No, I will not allow this to take over again.
Dude,
I
he is
must
right
not
near
allow
you.
this to come over me.
Half these specialties highlighted for the character opinion.
You better stay there.
Brian, help me! I can't control myself! No, I
Mr.
promise
Pro.
I will never go back
Hold
evil.
this. Hold
is
this.
happening
Hold this.
again.
Hold this
I can't
lever.
control myself. I can't control myself. I got the lever. Tell me what to do next.
What's up, bitch? Come on.
Oh my gosh, I can't control myself. All these memories are coming back to me at once.
No. Press the lever. Put the lever on the ground.
How deep to 65 has changed the tuxedo skin.
Okay. Mr. Pro, you didn't turn to your evil side. You turned to what something looked like what you would have been as a young boy.
Dude, I have the missile launcher.
Mr. Pro, you okay?
I'm over in the other section of the cave. I don't know where they at though. I'm gonna blow one of them up.
What the?
Well, the king must be in here. Oh no, it's a different. No, here we are. Meow.
He disappeared.
Meow. Oh shit! Now I just ran out of freaking missiles. Oh shit! They are coming. They're coming out the OAS.
Bro, you okay?
Oh man, I just had a weird dream.
You went crazy. Then you turned to your younger self, not the evil side, just a very angry teenager. And then you just came back to your normal self and you floated in the air.
Wait,
I
don't remember. The only thing I remember is looking at those. Wait a minute. This all makes sense now. It makes completely sense. All of these 4 floating balls, they all came from that sword we were all looking for. That is the key part to making the sword, is those 4 floating balls.
Mr. Pro, you may not remember this, but when this world was first destroyed by you, you were standing right on top of there, and that was giving you power.
No, you can't.
So you're saying if I stand on top of that again, I'll gain my power back?
Okay, there are wolves outside the cave.
There's a possibility that you may not come if you do decide to stand on there and absorb the power. There's no saying if you'll come back the way you are. The evil that is inside those blocks may overcome you, and you may turn back to your old self, but never be human again.
I made a promise, and that promise was to defeat Sai using my own power. So I will not accept.
Hey, Mr. Pro.
But we still need those 4 balls to create the sword.
What's your first name?
My first name?
Yes. What is the name that your father called you?
What is the name my father called me?
Because your mother was very nurturing, as it says in the history books. So your mother loved you very much, but your father abused you. Got mad at you because you weren't Santa Claus. You didn't bring happiness to the world. So then you got angry, and then you killed half the gods.
If I can remember what my name was.
Hey. Oh hell no! This dude came out of nowhere.
Is it possible your name was Ramiel or something like that?
No bro, he's a level 91 though.
Thing is, Mr. Pro.
Aiden, come here. He's level 91, please.
Is the reason why you were so angry
No, but this stuff's about to go against
is because your father casted you out and sent you to a horrible place that you did not want to be in. To the
I
point.
remember what my name was. My name.
Is it possible? Atlas. Your name is Atlas Pro.
Aiden, holy shit, Aiden.
Yes. The reason why they couldn't figure out a name for me was because
Killed me in one hit.
I'll be
they thought
back.
Santa.
Matthew, I'll be back. Alright, Mr. Pro, I think what we gotta do is destroy these 4 blocks. When we destroy these 4 blocks, the final piece should appear. Alright. Here's to nothing. Miss Pro.
Yeah.
Alright, so the four blocks basically exploded and this floating stick appeared. I think this is the last piece that we need.
Alright. So this little piece is the key to destroying Psi. Alright. So we need to go back to our original world then?
Yes.
Okay. I can use my teleporting powers.
Wait, Mr. Pro, I think we should make a pit stop before we leave.
Okay, where would that be?
Over here. Right here. This is where Ranger Girl and Jessica died.
Is there a way we can bring back to life?
Yes, but only one of them can come back. And Jessica's... there's no way to bring her back. You killed her with the unliving sword to where you basically destroyed her soul. All that's left is bones. Nothing's left. But Ranger Girl, on the other hand, she could come back. With the apparently there's this thing called the reanimation jutsu type thingy that could bring her back. I think
Reanimation jutsu, originally developed by the second Hokage.
was that, like a god or something?
I don't know, bro. I'm just saying stuff that I watch in my favorite show, but it's not actually real. It's just a concept. If I could find my front and steel.
But we can't bring Ranger Girl back, right, though?
We can, if we go back in time. Here's how it's gonna happen. We go back in time, stop Ranger Girl from dying, bring her into this alternate timeline, and then as soon as we defeat Sad, we must return Ranger Girl back into her original timeline. So there won't be a world paradox. Because one person can actually change the outcomes of future events.
Why don't we just use the reanimation jutsu? Because it's real.
Yeah,
why don't we just use that, combine both of our powers, bring her back? And technically this is our universe, so technically the timeline doesn't change. She died, but she is brought back from the dead. She won't have a soul though, because her soul is gone. It's in heaven. Her soul stays in heaven, it's locked. But her body, her powers is not.
Okay, fine. Beyond this portal is where we bring Ranger Girl back to life.
What, the underworld?
Yes, this is where we must perform the reanimation jutsu. Because when they die, they go to an alternate dimension. The alternate dimension is never, so yeah, we gotta do this right.
Whoa,
what the heck is this?
What is
This is
this?
a weird dimension. Why are all these horses here? All these horses are dead or something? Look at this horse and the horse right now. Yeah, all these horses rot and die in this place. look all zombie-ish to me. Alright, to perform the reanimation jutsu, you must find their original body, their dead body, and then we gotta perform the signs. But in order to do the reanimation jutsu, we must find a living vessel so they can take hold. So we're gonna take these horses. So we're gonna use these horses as the vessel. Alright. I could build around this horse so it doesn't escape the heck. No! Okay, we need another vessel. Hurry up, Ryan. Build around these horses. You can use that one.
Wait, no, there's no meat on this. The new underworld leader. Your cousin. Wait, who's the leader of the underworld, actually?
Hades.
Hades? Isn't Hades your cousin?
Yes, but him and I fought, and I sent him to the underworld because he's too evil.
So, what you're telling me is that Hades is your cousin, and you're Zeus's lost brother? No, cousin.
Yes. That horse is trying to escape. Alright, we need to hurry to find the dead body so we can bring Reindeer Girl back from the dead. Okay. I gotta hurry and do it. Bringing her dead body back to life isn't as easy as you think. There. That is the dead body. I had to get the cells from where its source is at.
Wait a minute.
I gotta read the signs.
Mr. Pro, just stop what you're doing. This is a replica of her body. What if I told you I could find her actual body?
Okay, where is it?
I'll find it. You stay here, you work, and keep this horse from going anywhere. Oh. Why did you destroy it?
I did not. I forgot lava can spread, but I can fix it.
Alright, Mr.
Oh,
Pro.
crap. Yeah.
Stay on this horse. Stay on the horse.
Dang it, the lava spreading.
Stay on the horse.
Wait, I'm trying to stop the lava from spreading.
Put water on it. I'm gonna go find Reindeer Girl's body.
There you go. At least I stopped the lava, but
Mr. Pro.
Ryan, what happened?
I spoke to the Soul Keeper, and he said, because of the blade that you stabbed Reindeer Girl with, there is no possible way for Reindeer Girl to come back. I thought maybe Reindeer Girl got maybe a slash, but no, I saw the body. The sword went completely through her heart. She's gone.
So we cannot bring her back from the dead.
We can't. We would have to do what you wanted to do, which is go back to an alternate universe, take her, or go back in time, take her, or she's still alive, and then do it like that. But
And then after the war between us and Sai, once the war is finished, we must prevail and win and succeed.
it's gonna be a long and hard war, because we don't even know where Nick is. We don't even know where Mr. Moo is. Tyler, he went on a hiatus. Nova went on a hiatus. He disappeared. So it's just me and you. And like I said, Santa Claus. We don't even know where the heck he is. He's gone. Maybe Tyler can be. I sent a text to Tyler saying where we were. Maybe he can come and help us. But if it may just be us three, because we all know Nova. I've known Nova and you've known Nova probably long enough that he can't be trusted with something. So let's go back to this portal. Who the heck is that?
What? Who are you? What do you? Why are you wearing that mask?
I am not wearing a mask. This is my good old beard. Yo, it's Tyler, bro. I just got a face. I just got a face this week, you know.
What happened to your eye?
Yeah, it looks a.
What happened to your eye?
Oh yeah, Derek. Oh man, yeah, dude. So what happened to my eyes? Well, I had eye surgery for like 4 hours because I was like a doctor at a different planet.
Oh,
His
so
name
it's
is,
base.
Dr.
Oh,
Robotnik. And,
oh, so basically it's a bandage, and your eye will be good as new in a couple days. I guess.
yeah, yeah. So, what is going on? Cause I speed all the way over here to just, yeah.
We tried to bring somebody back from the dead, and it did not work
Oh
out.
yeah, and Vinegar?
Yes, actually, I texted you about it. We tried to bring Rainiger
Oh,
back
yeah, Homie.
from the dead, and the Grim Reaper basically said it's impossible because Mr. Pro stabbed her through the heart, basically destroyed the only organ that can bring her back.
Oh yeah, do you like Rage Elixir's new merch I have right now?
Yeah, I guess.
Rage Elixir.
Okay, everyone,
Yeah,
we need
Rage
to we need to get back to our home world, and we need to start finding Mr. Moo, Nick, and Santa Claus. Alright, everyone follow me.
Oh crap. Bad.
Alright,
Alright, let's follow you, dude.
Speed return. Oh, wireless control while I'm watching channel.
oh yeah, Tyler.
Yeah, so that's good.
This is what happened. Remember when I was telling you about what happened to my world?
Yeah.
This is what happened. This is what Mr. Pro did.
Bro, don't tell me, like, Mr. Pro, like, yo, you actually did this, bro?
Yeah, wait a minute.
Man. Sorry to do this, but I really have to like be cautious of what happens because at any time it can turn evil.
Oh. Okay.
That's why we have that, that's why we have the sword piece. We got the final sword piece. Now we just need to go to our home world and form it.
Alright, who built this big nether portal right here?
That's been there.
Oh, is it? Oh. To go to like another planet or no?
It basically sends you to, I don't know where it sends you, but there's a rumor.
Probably sends, but like it probably sends me to my planet, like where I live. Probably born at.
Mr. Pro, I have a question for you. Is it true that there's a place called the Empty? Mr. Pro.
Alright, what now, Brian? Did you go to this alternate dimension?
No, that's the wrong portal. But is there a place called the Empty where a god is killed, or a goddess is killed, or a demigod, or a demon, or something? Are they sent to a place called the Empty where they're basically just there in darkness?
They're sealed away for all eternity, never to escape. And
Maybe
that's
that.
what we call Cisa now.
Wait. Here's the portal, guys. I should be here. Portal. I just summoned the portal, so it should be here. Where's the portal that I
I
summoned?
think I found it.
Half teacher 65 teleported half teacher 65 to Joshi.
Over here, Ryan.
Yo.
I know where the portal's at.
Okay,
Go
I'm gonna
to
tell
the big Enderman statue.
Big Enderman statue. Oh, in the main city? Oh. Alright, I'm at the Enderman statue. Now what?
That is where the portal is at. Look, the portal's right here.
Isn't this the portal that on our first day in this world we shot out of?
Yes. But it seems like it's been destroyed. But there's another one that's right here, ready and working. If this stupid fox would get out the way.
Wait a minute. There's a reason why the portals are breaking, because it's not the right one. I think I know what the right one is. It's gotta be right here. It's the only portal that seemed to be working.
The big huge one in the middle of the map.
Yeah, it's the one I'm literally standing over. Alright, I'm gonna go through it. Hope to see you guys on the other side.